This is a review for It, the miniseries, not the film. The 1990 series that I got a copy of from my library when I was really little, and it only came with one disc, and it always ended on a really big cliffhanger. It was one guy in, I'm going to spoil it right now. Spoilers. A guy in his bathtub bleeding, and it said It on the wall. And I always remember that I would freak out. Not freak out, but I'd be really pretty disturbed by it. And I always wondered, what happens next? That was 90 minutes and a huge cliffhanger. My dad would always say, oh, we don't know. There's only one disc in the box, so we'll never know. And then I just figured, well, what if we flip it over? And it turns out you flip over a disc and you play it on the other side. It plays the other half of the movie. So my dad and I did not know that. We went to the library, we asked them if they were missing a disc. Long story short, we were just stupid. And I eventually realized, flip it over. We watched it chapter 2, and it was awesome. Cut to 5 years later, Cary Joe Fakunga, the guy from True Detective and who's directing the new James Bond film, announces that he has It coming out. He's producing it. I remember forever reading that Will Poulter was in negotiations to star in an It film. It always was in the back of my mind that this was coming out. And then Andy Muschietti revealed he'd be directing It Chapter 1 and 2, and I was really excited. The cool thing about the miniseries, though, that the films cannot capture is just the nostalgia of it, which I think is just when you watch it. A lot of ABC miniseries from the 90s have this really goofy quality to it. But with it, it's really a fun movie. It takes from King's novel and it does it in the most honest way possible. If you look at the movies, they resort to jump scares actually, and they ignore lots of things, especially about Henry Bowers. The first one deals a lot with Henry Bowers, while the second one really just casts him out. The miniseries gives him a full arc, and it's pretty cool to see that Ben, Ben's wife, everyone in this film really has their part. I'm trying to think who is the Richard Thomas. He plays older Bill. Bill's wife has a main part in the miniseries, so they all just get their comeuppance. It's a lot better than It Chapter 1 and 2, the movies, which are kind of pieces of shit.